Bafanada. How are you, Dino?
Oh, yes. Nothing out of Teal.
You forgot about that.
I did forget about it. I always
Yeah.
forget about it. I'm mad that I forgot about it.
It is impossible to outrun your own reflection.
Is
That
that true?
is like a fair point, and also just fascinating to talk about. Oh,
Actually,
we're carrying Theo now. That's right.
I
Big
see.
backpack. How you doing?
Oh my god. Oh no.
It's fine. It's just creepy at night here.
Ooh.
Theo, you're awake.
Am I? I'm skeptical. I'm gonna forget how to do the voice. I had a messed up nightmare.
Yeah, about that.
Wait. Oh, yep. It's all coming back to me now. By Celine Dion. That actually happened. Thanks for getting us out of there.
I'm glad we were in it together. We're not dead, you know, that's pretty good. I don't know if I could have done that without you, or done that alone, or, you know, Cthulhu was here, and, like,
Oh, I can speak. I can choose. How long was I out for? Or what was really going on here? I want to know what was really going on here. Clearly, this isn't a normal mountain. What's really going on here?
I should have told you sooner. Back at the old ruins, a part of me escaped from a mirror. A part I'm not very proud of. I swear I dreamt it.
You think a mountain made her real?
Yeah. Yeah, she's been haunting me this whole time. She lashed out at Mr. Oshiro. I think she was the reason the gondola stalled out. Oh, and she was there in the temple.
Why didn't you say something? I wouldn't have gone to that temple if I knew that this mountain was capable of, or what this mountain was capable of.
I tried to stop you.
You could have mentioned that your demon doppelganger was on the loose.
That's a great band name.
Demon doppelganger.
Yeah.
That's actually really good.
Come on, Theo. You know how crazy this sounds. I didn't even believe myself.
Okay. I understand. Next time, just talk to me, though. I promise I'll believe you.
Okay. Oh, interesting. There's so much.
Ooh.
You can.
There's so much.
Do you want to ask more, or do you want me to go?
Go ahead. Your turn.
Alright. Yeah, I want to know. Why is it so easy for you to trust me? Seriously, you barely know me.
Honestly, you remind me of my sister.
Oh, that's adorable. What's she like?
Vegan.
That bitch.
Oh,
Fucking wish she was dead.
Fucking hope.
I chucked her
So
off the mountain. You didn't see her.
God. Oh, you love her.
She's down there.
Actually, you might not get along at first. But you'd eventually love her. She's a literal rock star. Is she part of Demon Doppelganger?
Yeah. She's a musician. That's so cool. She vegan too? Yeah, flat earther too, yo.
Okay, she's not a literal vegan rock star. Alex is just amazing at everything. She's studying to be a civil rights lawyer. Fun.
Rad. Wow. How do I remind you of her?
You're civil. You both live so deep inside your own heads.
Should I get Instagram or?
Alex has this amazing internal compass. It's obvious that she'll get where she needs to be.
Hello?
I can see that too. Sorry.
I was gonna say, like...
That froze really quickly.
Oh, okay, I was gonna say, like... Yeah.
We're back. I wish I could say the same for myself.
Oh, man.
So many options.
Oh, yeah, this is text adventure again.
Free zone.
Thank you, Theo. For believing in me back there. I mean...
Believing in you was the easy part, dude. I wish I could have helped. I was pretty useless stuck in that thing.
You actually helped a lot. Honestly, I couldn't have made it without your support. I mean, did you see the 50 Cthulhus?
Whoa, yeah.
There were 50 of them.
Oh, there was a lot. Oh, which one now?
Your turn.
Alright, who do you think built the temple? Let's go. Let's hit it. Who do you think built the temple?
Indiana Jones. It looks ancient. It must predate everything else on the mountain. The resort, the ruins, the city.
There's a lot of history here.
Yeah. Speaking of, how aren't we dead up here? Like,
I
this
don't
fire
know.
would not keep us alive. We need at least a tent.
Yeah, at least.
This mountain has meant so many things to so many people. I'm starting to understand why that crazy old lady lives here.
You ran into her too? What's her deal?
So she's not a figment of Maddie then?
She's just crazy.
Yeah. I think she's just a mean person. But she does seem pretty content living out here.
Alright, you're up.
Alright. Sister sounds great. Your sister sounds great. I really remind you of her?
Are you kidding me? You're the one who's dead set on climbing the mountain. And you don't even know why. That's classic Alex. I'm just teasing you. Why are you climbing the mountain anyways?
Yeah, you're right. I don't even know why. I just had to get out of my head.
Oh my god.
I'm stuck in a cycle.
That's not what I was exactly. You're preaching to the choir here. I've had many a soul destroying job, and God, I
Nice.
can't.
Nice, I understand. Work
Good
is
job.
fine, actually. I'm going crazy. I can't stop thinking about dumb crap that doesn't matter. Oh my god, this game's a crap! My brain fixates on all these stupid things that
I
happened
knew
forever
that
ago.
was
I should be over them! None of it even matters!
Oh my God. It just gets scarier and scarier.
I'm good at keeping up appearances, but the truth is I'm barely holding it. And,
It wasn't
I
wibbling.
know.
I'm sorry, that's pretty rough stuff. Can I help?
Demon. You're already helping. It feels good to say it out loud.
You don't talk to anyone about it?
No, not really. My mum knows I get depressed and have panic attacks. That's about it.
No wonder you feel trapped. How do you cope with anything?
I drink, mostly. I get mad at people on the internet. Nice.
Oh dear.
Wow. This is
This is getting really deep, actually.
this is really fascinating.
Yeah, it's
Can
hitting a level I
relate.
didn't think of.
Genuinely can relate. We were talking about this before, actually. Can heavily relate.
Why is this just like a conversation between us? Alright, go ahead.
What brought you to the mountain, Theo? How about you? What brought you to the mountain?
Oh, I read that it was who bought the mountain.
Who bought the mountain?
Oh, I'm just kind of bumming around.
Not in a literal sense, right?
As usual. I started this new job in Seattle, man.
Hooker.
To
Been
grow up.
bumming around a lot.
I thought I finally knew
Yeah.
what I was supposed to do with my... But I hated it.
Oh, I didn't know that's all I needed in my life.
Oh my god. So I quit. Oh, it's my okay. So I quit after a week and hopped a bus to Canada. Whenever I see my country, I just get excited. I just felt this urge to get lost in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, that's right. Canada's a big wasteland, isn't it?
Yeah, there's fucking nothing here. Now that I'm saying it out loud, I realize how flaky it sounds.
It just sounds like you're under a lot of pressure.
Oh, really? Everyone is so patient with me.
My 99 followers on Instagram love me.
Though I guess I'm putting a lot of pressure on my...
It kind of sounds like you've got hiccups.
Like really deep hiccups. People always think I'm comparing myself to Alex, but I swear that this isn't the problem. I need to stop doing the wibble words, man.
Yeah, okay.
I'm just worried I'll never figure out
You
where
don't
I'm
have
going.
to if it hurts. I know it can.
Oh, there you go. I read it, dude.
Oh, sorry.
Nope.
You said you wanted to feel lost. Maybe you should just embrace that for now.
Maybe.
Yeah, let's talk
Thanks,
about
up.
depression.
Let's do it. Would you mind talking about what depression is like?
Alright, so for me, genuinely,
Do you have a few minutes?
I cast myself out from everyone. I didn't talk to
Right.
people. I stupidly talk to people. It's immensely helpful.
Yeah.
Don't alienate yourself from the people you love. Try and stay as samey as possible if you can, because what you're gonna end up doing is you're gonna change as a person, and you're gonna say things to the people you love that you regret. And when you do, they'll hate you, and it's fun. I'm
Yeah, that's so
sorry.
fun.
I'm genuinely sorry to the people I've done that to. If they are randomly watching, they know. But like, it sucks. Depression sucks. You can't really
Yeah, it
control
does
it.
suck.
And
Yeah, it's one of those things. I guess like it's also to when you're depressed. It's when people force you to do stuff and talk to people and get out there. It may seem uncomfortable at first, but really in the long run, it's gonna benefit you so much more than you really think.
yeah, like whenever I see depression in people, I've done this to you and I've done this to another friend. I tried. Well, I don't know if they were actually depressed. I thought they were. And I tried to help. I messaged most days, just been like, hey, how you doing? I care about you. Because annoyingly with depression, what happens is like you get that bout of happiness, and then like 10 minutes later it means nothing, because that's just a side effect of depression. But at the same time, I try and do it anyway, just because those 10 seconds of happiness is worth it, even if it takes time out of your day. It doesn't matter. It's just it really is worth spending time to try and fix it.
Just even as a friend
assuming
too,
you've got your priorities straight at the time and you're not also depressed.
Yeah, and also just like being a friend of somebody who has depression. Honestly, the simplest things that you ask that person about, like just caring about them, tiny little things, make such a big difference. It's insane.
Yeah.
It's insane. So
yeah,
just be a good friend, be a supportive friend.
Yeah, be a supportive friend. If you can recognize it in someone, and you might be wrong, sometimes you'll mistake it for something else, but even so, trying to help, even if there's nothing wrong, they'll still appreciate it if they know what's good.
Yeah, it's far better than not doing anything just because you weren't sure. So.
Assuming, of course, you actually care about that person. If you don't, then fair enough, don't bother.
Okay, cut, next thing.
Done. See you, Dino.
Oh my god. Ouch.
You just hang up on me. Okay, thanks. You're cool.
Later, asshole.
Throw me off the mountain.
Oh my god, yeah, I will. I'm a Canadian, we're strong.
Yeah.
We can do that.
Yeah, this is your mountain.
Also, too, I think this is I bought the mountain.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
Jeez.
you gonna say also too?
Pardon me?
Were you gonna add to this, or?
Oh, I wasn't. I was
okay,
just,
well that was that. Good. So what is it? What does the game think it's like? This should be fun. It sucks.
Oh no.
Yeah, poignant. Very apt. Well done.
She pretty much summed up what we were saying. Yeah, but what does it feel like? Alex struggles with it too, and I really want to understand.
Yeah, we just described it actually quite well.
We can talk about something else if you want.
Yes, that actually. Pointing out that they're depressed when they don't necessarily realize it doesn't always help.
Also true.
You can mention it once, say you're concerned. Don't bring it up over and over. Mention it once and they'll probably evaluate it a little bit, or they'll dismiss it. But just being there constantly is a good thing.
Very true.
It's like I'm at the bottom of the ocean. I can't see anything in any direction. It's claustrophobic, yet I feel exposed. I remember feeling normal, but now it just feels out of reach no matter what I try. Then again, I was probably always messed up. It just took something hurtful to bring it out. There must be something wrong with me.
Whatever happened, I'm sure it's not your fault.
Yeah, it was my fault.
Oh, jeez.
Self-evaluation, let's fucking go, shall we? Yeah, I guess I thought that I could. I don't know. I'm just floating in this abyss, swimming in a random direction, hoping I find something. That's really why I'm here.
It's becoming less of a word each time.
Yeah. But I can't escape myself. I'm literally fighting myself the entire way. I'm not gonna do it this time.
Oh no!
Sorry, writing. Is that good enough?
Oh god.
maybe this is
All
all
right, all right.
pointless. I've turned into a velociraptor.
Yeah, that's it. You're done.
Yeah. Blue, please.
Oh my god. Madeline, you just... Oh, that's a
No,
jumping
you
one.
don't. You don't have to. It's fine.
Okay, you just saved my life.
This is
That's now pointless.
we're making light of it, but this is a serious topic, and the game's
Yes.
actually handling it very well.
Yes.
So thank you,
That's very
Celeste. Yeah. Yeah.
Look, you're a good person. You're a little intense, but a good person. I think you're just trying to push out of that rut you're stuck in. And that's a totally legit reason to climb the mountain.
Maybe. That's helpful.
This part of you that's haunting you, maybe she comes with the territory.
Wow, thanks, motorbike.
Oh my god, I thought there was a bear coming from the game and I'm like, boss fight?
No, it's the loudest bike in the world. 4
Oh
streets
my god,
away.
yeah, way to interrupt this beautiful moment.
So you think I'm stuck with her forever?
Well, she's stuck with you too.
That's not helpful. I mean, they're not wrong. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, depression is something that will probably stay with you forever. It's just you don't know when it's going to come out. But if you surround yourself with good people, people who care about you enough to try and help you during the time, even when you don't see it yourself. Because I didn't realize I was depressed. I didn't even realize I was unhappy. I only knew when I was through the tunnel, I guess, so to speak.
Right.
Like, as long as you're with people who might recognize it and will be able to help you when you need it, like you're in good hands. You'll be happy. You'll be safe. You'll survive.
Yeah.
And
Totally.
I mean, the game hasn't specified it, and we haven't. It depends on how depressed you are. Suicide is never the answer.
No, definitely not.
It's not, and neither is self-harm. I know someone who has self-harmed in the past. It's not good or worth it. But just again, try and. I know it seems impossible. If you can and you are depressed, try and make that first step to reach out to someone if they haven't noticed. Because it's hard to notice as well. Like,
Yeah.
It is so hard to tell because most people hide it. But if you
I also
are struggling, try and reach out if you can to someone you trust more than
Oh,
anyone.
definitely.
If you've got a friend who you don't trust properly, or I don't want to, I hope that isn't the case, but if your parents aren't that great to you or whatever, if you talk to someone, find someone that you can relate to.
And I definitely think too, with dark thoughts like suicide, it's important to note, while it may not seem like that in the moment, that they are fleeting thoughts.
Yes.
And there's always going to be, you have your entire life ahead of you to create stronger, happier memories.
Yeah.
That it's just important to, as much as you don't want to just hang on until those moments definitely come around.
Yeah. The friend I had who self-harmed, I think they considered suicide at one point. Now they're in a very happy married relationship, and they are working hard to achieve their dreams. The future's great. The future's very exciting. There's so much to love
Very
about
exciting.
the world and the
there's
flat
always so
Earth
much
that we live on.
The flat earth, the vegans, the chemo. No, there always is more to love. It's very true.
Yeah. I'm gonna break the moment for a second. The first
go
conversation you have with Theo, if you keep talking to him, he says YOLO in all caps, but his voice clip goes YOLO, which I missed, and I feel sad that I missed it because it's pretty great.
Oh, no, that sucks.
Yeah. Anyway,
Why do I feel like if you say I want to get some sleep, it ends the conversation?
I think it does. That's why I'm not doing it yet.
Oh, I see. So you want to destroy this part of you? Won't that hurt you too?
If I don't, she's just gonna keep bullying me. Keep the flaws in you. Recognize them though. If you recognize my biggest flaw is my ego. My ego gets overinflated at times. If I don't recognize it, that's a problem. But now that I have recognized that it came out at times, it feels refreshing, I guess, to know
Yeah.
that I can control it now and I
Yeah,
can
exactly.
evaluate it.
Yeah, that's completely true.
Like-
When it comes to, I guess, like negative aspects of ourselves, you're right. It's all about realizing that, because then you know when it flares up, you can sense it.
Yeah.
You know, so you're right. You're
Yeah,
exactly
once
what you said.
once you know it's there, you can sort of you can sense it that it's
Yeah.
happening, and you can at least think, you can at least consider the idea that what I'm actually doing, is it right? Is
Yeah.
it wrong? More than just anything, and it's like that's it. Your worst traits are a part of you. You can't really eliminate them fully, but embrace them in a way that you can correct them.
Yeah, exactly.
That's. There's nothing wrong with having flaws. Everyone has them.
If you didn't have flaws, I don't think you'd be a person.
That is true.
Like Celine Dion isn't a person.
Yeah.
An angel sent. Oh my god.
Amazing. Well done.
Thank you.
She says she's
Can you tell I like
protecting me. Yeah, but that's obviously not true.
Maybe she thinks she is. She could be some kind of twisted defense mechanism.
Honestly, who cares? She has so much control over me. I hate it.
Maybe you can learn to control
Hey,
her
that's what we
instead.
said.
Why are we like 2 steps out of this game every single
Because
time?
the game's been Matt makes games. Matt, I presume, is the head guy. I'm assuming he's been depressed once or twice.
Oh, you think? No, yeah, probably.
Yeah, I'm gonna assume we all know what's going on. The
Yeah.
feather. Oh my god. Okay, so
I love the
before I
feather.
went away on holiday, like something was stressing me out. Not gonna say what, and I was struggling to breathe at work. The
Did you use
feather
it?
fucking helps. Like,
Oh,
I immediately
nice,
thought
man.
of this game and thought about the feather, because there were no customers, I was just pacing up and down, struggling to breathe. I've not had panic attacks before, that was fun.
Right.
And,
Oh,
like, the
jeez,
feather
that's
really
definitely not fun.
helps.
No,
It's
yeah.
amazing. Like, just try and imagine a feather, try and keep it afloat. It's really cool.
I had probably like I guess like quite a similar thing to the whole like feather technique was I was having like a panic attack in one of my life drawing classes, and as I was
Sorry.
drawing and stuff, it's okay. It was just like focusing on something else besides what's actually going on.
Yeah.
So for me, how I found that, it might not be the feather for you, but for me, it was sort of just completely focusing in on how my pencil was tracing across the page. It's like little tiny things that you can do to just escape through that instead
the
of just
nipples
completely
that I
staying in
was
your head.
drawing on the
Yeah, no, the
page.
nipples I was drawing, the boobs.
It was focusing on that intently was really good.
Exactly.
Have you actually ever done nude art? I'm intrigued.
Yeah, no, yeah. Have
Wait.
I?
Yes, have you?
You know that's what life drawing classes are. Yeah, it's all
Well,
naked.
it is actually like genuinely. I didn't know if it was just that or if it was just people in general.
What do you mean? Like,
Well, I
am
didn't know if life drawing classes was people.
Oh,
clothed
oh,
or
right. I
like-
see. I follow. No, yeah, life drawing classes. They're just people. Well, in my program, they are. They're
Okay.
they're nudes.
Okay, interesting. Awesome.
Yeah, very cool. Very cool. So much nudity.
Cool.
Very. Anyway.
Yeah. Anyway, the feather helps a lot. Thanks for teaching me about that.
Hey, no problem. Just one of my grandpa's many nuggets of wisdom.
Are you close to your grandpa? Oh yeah.
Yeah, I was.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's okay. That's just how it is. All I can do is stay positive and live a meaningful life because that's what he would want.
I'm so sorry, Theo.
Thanks.
Yeah, that's what happened with my nan.
Mhm.
Didn't stay positive at first, but that's what happened. That's what happened.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good. Oh, I like that it's changed to I want to remember this night.
Oh, that's really cute.
lovely.
Oh, that's awesome.
I wonder if we keep talking if it's gonna be I never want to forget or something.
I don't know. Keep going, or maybe it's fuck.
like she comes out. It got worse. What else did you learn from your grandpa?
So much stuff. Actually, he was the one who told me about Celeste and
He was
I've.
the one who sent me to this hellhole. So glad.
He always said this place changed his life.
Oh,
After I quit my job in Seattle, I realized how close it was.
huh.
Oh, my monitor's went to sleep. It's not my line.
Oh.
Oh, there we go. I felt like he was telling me to come here. Grandpa said that the mountain was special.
Do you think he went through the temple like us? Do you think he understood the power of the mountain?
He never talked about what happened here.
I doubt your grandpa was as messed up as me. His experience was probably less violent.
He found the mountain before I was born. I don't know what he was like before that. I wonder what he learned about himself here.
Why not take a vacation?
Why not take why not take a vacation instead?
What do you mean?
Dude, you needed a change, so you chose to climb a mountain. Why not do something relaxing instead? Go to Hawaii, you're like, take a bath.
I guess I feel like I need to accomplish something.
It sounds like you have enough on your plate already.
I guess it is kind of extreme. That's how I am. I need something to challenge me. And I can't just do something a little bit. It's all of me, or nothing. You know what? I want to remember this night. Let's take a selfie.
What? I thought you'd never ask.
Aww.
Whoop whoop. How's this phone not dead yet?
Yay!
Aww.
Aww.
There we go. Runs through the fire.
You know, despite everything, I feel pretty good right now.
Wait a second. You're gonna reach the summit tomorrow! Woohoo.
Don't jinx it. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm ready to put this all behind me.
I'll be cheering you on. We should get some sleep.
Okay. Good night, Fiona. Thanks for being cool.
Yeah, no problem. What can I say? It comes naturally. Vegan out.
Is that the end of the chapter?
I'm not sure.
Oh no.
Oh, it's stream. Wait, did we? Was there any gameplay, or did we just spend all this episode talking?
That entire episode was talking about depression, and I think
wow.
now's a good time to end this video at least. But at the same time, that was so important. I think
That was
this game is really impressive because of all of that. It's such an important discussion to have, and just to reevaluate like what's going on, and yeah, I'm glad the game is brave enough to tackle stuff like this.
I agree.
But yeah,
well, there we
yeah,
go.
We'll see you next time.
See you next time,
I
guys.
shared things, you shared things, we helped. Hopefully, have a lovely life.
Yeah, have a lovely life.
See you next
Have
time.
a lovely day.
Yeah.
I just kissed the mic.